We are in the Sala Regia, one of the most majestic halls of the Apostolic Palace. For centuries, popes have received kings, ambassadors, and dignitaries here. Today, this room serves a different purpose. Before entering the conclave, the 135 cardinal electors gather here to receive instructions, reflect, and prepare spiritually. From this place begins the solemn procession to the heart of the conclave, the Sistine Chapel. Follow me there. Not only is the Sistine Chapel a masterpiece of art, but it is also a sacred setting for one of the most important rites of the Church, the election of the Pope. To my left, you can see the stove where the ballots will be burned. And depending on whether the smoke is black or white, we will know if the Pope has been elected. Let's continue. Look up at the ceiling of the chapel. From 1508 to 1512, Michelangelo painted this vault under commission from Pope Julius II. There are 9 scenes from the book of Genesis, from the separation of light and darkness to the creation of Adam, the creation of Eve, and even the drunkenness of Noah. At the center, the most iconic image, the creation of Adam. The fingers of God and man almost touch, symbolizing the moment of divine human connection. And in the background, above the altar, another of Michelangelo's masterpieces, The Last Judgment, painted between 1536 and 1541. Christ stands at the center, beardless and majestic. Beside him, the Virgin Mary, saints, martyrs, and angels. To the left, the saved ascend to heaven. To the right, the damned descend into hell. And at the bottom, the dead rise from their graves. During the conclave, the Sistine Chapel completely transforms. There are no tourists, no cameras, only the cardinals, silence, and the Holy Spirit who guides them in a process that is as spiritual as it is solemn. The 135 cardinal electors sit at desks aligned along the walls. Each one receives a ballot, writes the name of his chosen candidate, folds it, and following a ritual, presents it to the 3 scrutineer cardinals. To be elected Pope, a candidate must receive at least 2/3 of the votes, meaning 90 votes. If no one reaches that number, the ballots are burned and the process begins again. Meanwhile, the faithful gathered in St. Peter's Square watch the chimney atop the chapel. Black smoke means no Pope has been elected. When a candidate finally receives the required number of votes, he is asked, "Do you accept your canonical election as Supreme Pontiff?" If he responds, "Acepto," he officially becomes the new Pope. He then chooses a papal name which will define the identity of the pontificate, and at that moment, white smoke rises. The newly elected Pope is then led to a small room next to the chapel known as the Room of Tears. There, he dons the white cassock for the first time, and from there he passes through the Sala Regia, is greeted by the other cardinals, and finally steps out onto the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica, where the announcement is finally made. Habemus Papam.